1.5 hours. And so the first kind of like, tuning into the energy, I will ask one question about how you're feeling these energies, what is the meaning there, and what is the opportunity. So whoever kind of feels called to share a little bit of, intuitively, something that will be beneficial, worthy. And then we start with Mariposa, then Peter, then Xavi.
Mariana, we're live. We're live.
Okay, welcome, everyone. You are joining us for the live webinar Shift for Success. Today is a potent day, 8th of April, the big solar eclipse, and this was the opportunity to come live to invite all of our Bali Divine Awakening facilitators who will be bringing the most powerful practices that they use in their trainings, in facilitation, in their teachings. So we have been listening to the energies, and there was this feeling that there is a big call to shift the timeline. There is a big opportunity. This is actually a call for all the leaders, the visionaries, the artists, the rebels out there, the light workers, who have now the opportunity to step out fully, to fully step into their calling. So there is a big question imposed. Do you feel this? Where are you not actually integrating, embodying your soul's purpose, your calling? And there is a big call for all of you to use these tools, to gain this knowledge, and really come join us in this big mission of bringing the new earth energies, both from within and in our collectives. And welcoming all the souls joining us. This call will be 1.5 hours long. The webinar is full of practices, so stay with us. Since you are not having your cameras on, I really encourage you to try the practice as our facilitators will be guiding them. So try it on, see how it feels. If there's opportunity to share, to comment, how is it for you? What's the value? Beautiful. Welcome, everyone. Here we have on the call our amazing team. Dushan, our visionary leader, the founder of Ada Divine Awakening and Bali Divine Awakening, is here with us to support with his huge energetical potency. And then we have Xavier joining from Bali tonight. It's night in Bali, right? And then we have Mariposa and Peter, who are joining us early in the morning where they are currently. And Mark, straight from UK, also our powerful facilitator. Today we are expecting 3 more people, so stay. They are coming a little bit later because they are currently teaching the retreat. So Candice, Aaron, and Arya will be joining us a little bit later. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm just calling up Dushan to welcome everyone and share how are these energies felt through.
Hello. It's great to be here in the presence of such powerful souls, but also in the presence of such powerful celestial energies that are already working through us. And for me personally, this is an opportunity that I would invite everybody to use, so to better get in line with the frequency of everything that is happening, that already started, but we'll have it speak tonight, and that can really help us to make these quantum leaps in our life, because our life trajectory is constantly evolving, but there is times where, due to different circumstances, can be like tonight is celestial events, but also it can be something that is deeply connected with us individually. When we do these quantum leaps that take us many steps further than in ordinary day. So today is definitely one of these days that we can use this energy to create transformation and shifts in our life. And this is something that we should do. And definitely I'm focused to use these energies today as much as possible in that direction.
Amazing, yes, to all of that. And also, I'd love to bring forward this idea that these energies will also be amplifying those wounds within us that we haven't healed or integrated. So it's a really beautiful chance, the opportunity to connect to these places, so where we can shed the light, so that we are not repeating the past, not repeating the patterns. And this is a huge potency for that shift. So all of these periods ahead are really strong. This year is revolutionary, and we are bringing something very valuable, because usually people say, but so I know that I feel like crying, I feel very moved, I feel like there's something happening in my body, but I don't know what to do with it. A lot of people, and we all, haven't been taught this at school. So these tools are really something practical to use in everyday emotion regulation that we truly all should have learned before. So grab your kind of like comfortable seats or space, and we will soon be starting. I'm inviting now also our beautiful facilitators to share how has these energies been impacting, and what is the meaning, what is the opportunity there. Mariposa, welcome. Peter, thank you so much for joining.
Hello, beautiful family. I feel so honored to be here on this powerful moment of life. First of all, like chosen to being born on this moment and being able to contribute tools that have changed my life in such a young time. So for me, the tools that, as you said, things amplify. We feel everything even 10 times more, and we are light, but we are also shadows, we're also dark. So I observed in the past myself, I used to hide and just kind of like not really put attention to the shadows and kind of distract myself and just not to feel uncomfortable feelings. And what I've been learning so much is like it's up to us how long we want to stay in one emotion. It can be 3 minutes or it can be 20 years, or you can carry emotions until next lives. So for me, it's like, yes, allowed to feel the emotion, but also don't stay too long. So there's a really beautiful balance where you just fully, I'm going to also guide you guys to a tiny, like mindful connection to the emotion. And we're just going to stay there for 1 minute. We're going to move it through the body, and then we're going to make love to the emotion, because yes, we make love to our partner, we make love to food, but what about to make love to heaviness, to shadow, to just like whatever is coming up? So it supports me so much, and I invite everyone to do this with me because I'm sure everyone is feeling a lot today. So just closing the eyes. Closing the eyes help us so much to come into our internal world, and place your hands into your body. So your right hand into your chest and your left hand into your belly. This is the two powerful centers where we can observe what's alive within me right now. And just start to calm your mind and get into your body. This is where we hold the emotion. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. It doesn't matter the history behind it. I invite you to observe what's alive within you, within me, in this moment. And maybe you can create a color. Where is located? And once you detect that, I invite you to use your breath, sound, and movement to move that emotion in your body. So we're going to take a long, deep inhale through your nose. Feeling whatever it's alive within you. We're going to feel it even deeper. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And then exhale, making a sound. Yes. And even that movement of moving and shaking your body. Ready? Inhaling. feeling whatever it's alive. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Make that color expanding in your body, and exhale. And just coming back. Just feeling it slowly, the beautiful, just emotion that you just make love like your partner, or you're making love to whatever it's like. And just observing without identifying yourself with this emotion. So just observing. Slowly opening your eyes. So this is a tiny little quick practice that I do like a lot of times of the day, because a lot of the times when we can just like stop our breath and just like freeze, and then that emotion just gets stuck in our nervous system. This is like anatomic level. So when you allow to move that emotion, you can just make love to it, like allow that emotion to penetrate you, and then it becomes part of you when you convert it into light. So this is something that I use a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. This was powerful.
Wow, yes. Thank you, Mariposa. And you really beautifully brought up this important kind of let's say the most important tools, like the breath, the movement, and the sound that we use for all transformation of the energies and emotions. So if there is one thing it should land for people listening, this is, have the awareness that this is what we need to use. Thank you so much. Peter, welcome, Peter.
Hola, everyone.
Okay.
I'm Peter. And heavy emotions has been something that has, I could say, plagued me, but something that I've been blessed to encounter and attract in my life, having gone through intense trauma, abandonment, neglect, rape, just having been judged, hated, rejected, ostracized, not only in this lifetime, but in others. And a lot of us are healing things, not only from this lifetime, but from past lifetimes, from your ancestral lineage. You're taking on your mamas and your papas and your grandparents' energy that they didn't have the tools and the capacity to emotionally process and transform these heavy and dense emotions of the patterns that have been passed down through your bloodline, but then also through the lineage of our essence, because we're not a body. We're not a mind, we're a soul. We're one with spirit and whole. And so your soul doesn't have a color. Your soul doesn't have an age. And your soul has been journeying through the universe infinitely. And you're an ancient being. And all those listening right now, you perhaps have been a black sheep of your family. You didn't fit in. You were emotionally sensitive, creative, a healer, a teacher, a natural born leader, and yet you've been shunned, dismissed, stepped on like a floor mat, and just allowed yourself to be mistreated and hurt, and it's okay. And now this is a time of great change. This is a time of the prophecies that many elders that I've lived with, they've spoken for thousands of years. They spoke of a time that we are now living in right now. And this is a time of great change. And so we all have an opportunity to step onto our throne, to put on our own crown. No one's going to just dub you who you are, an ancient, mystical being. You must receive that. You have to decide and initiate yourself now. And so I'm going to share a simple practice that profoundly changed my life. Vipassana is a technique of breath and body awareness that Siddhartha Gautama Buddha became enlightened practicing this technique. And so it's just an idea of being able to sit with your emotions. Like Mariposa was just sharing, and so often it's really easy to like, oh, I'm feeling really uncomfortable. I'm going to go on Instagram. I'm going to scroll, doom scroll. Oh, God, I feel really uncomfortable. I want this coffee or this alcohol. Oh, I'm feeling really anxious. I need to smoke this. Or, oh, a conscious drug. I'm going to blow this up my nose. Or I'm going to stick this in my lip because this is more enlightened drug. It's a drug is a drug, is medicine is medicine. If we're escaping our emotions, it doesn't make it any better. And so my invitation is to sit with your feelings, the heavy and dense emotions, that you're not only healing yourself, you're healing your parents and your ancestors and your children's children, and you're creating a portal and a gateway for others, your neighbors, the plants, the animals, the sentient consciousness that dwells around you to receive healing by you embracing the authenticity of what's alive in each moment. So I invite you to just take a moment to pause. Everything's an invitation. There's no way to do this right or wrong. I invite you to gently lift your chest, to soften your shoulders, and to feel your hips beneath your body. Invitation to gently close your eyes if you haven't done so already, and gazing towards your forehead. This stimulates your third eye, your intuition, inviting you to reach your crown towards the heavens. Elongate your spine, reaching up and down simultaneously with your heart open, inviting you to relax your jaw and your shoulders with a deep unifying inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth with some sound. And like Mariposa suggested the first time, maybe making a little shake or a movement with that. Deep breath in 2 more times. And 1 more time, making dramatic noise or powerful breath on the exhale. And so 1 more thing I say before we start the technique is gracefully wiping down your arms and your hands and pulling out through your fingertips. In traditional Chinese medicine, these are called Tingwell or Jingwell points. This helps to release, it says to clear the exterior. It's releasing the energetic meridian. So just a simple practice. If you're feeling heavy, they say like wipe the dirt off your shoulder. You can wipe down your arms, wipe down your hands, and it helps to reset your energy. So now just for 2 minutes, I'm going to invite you to just sit with whatever is alive here now. With a tall spine, heart lifted, sitting back into your tail, reaching through your crown, inviting you to bring awareness to whatever's alive here now. Softness in the jaw, breath and body awareness is the key to guide this process. So I invite you to bring your awareness to your upper lip and your nostrils, feeling the air at your upper lip and your nostrils. Softness in the face. Allowing your essence to take up space as you've been hiding for too long in the shadows, in shame and guilt and fear, fear of success, fear of being seen, fear of the responsibility that will come with the power that is rightfully yours, that our greatest fear is not our inadequacies, it's that our power is beyond measure. And just carrying on with this feeling, coming into your body and observing what sensations or feelings are present in your body now, and just breathing into that awareness and allowing it to be what it is. Just welcoming the essence of your spirit, the fire, to transform any heavy and dense emotions that no longer serve and support you with ease and grace. With a gentle Buddha grin, smile in, and just feeling a pleasant sensation in your body, and just giving thanks for everything that's led us to this moment, for all the love that had to take place for us to be in these physical bodies. What a blessing. Inviting you to embrace yourself and just be present in the same way that you feel love for your partner, for your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friend. Just feel love for yourself and just reconnecting that you're going to show up for yourself, that you're going to share your gifts with the world, and you're going to be seen, and you're going to feel good and have fun and be free, because that's who we are and why we're here. We're here to shine our divine emanation of God, Goddess love. And so just saying thank you to yourself for stepping out of the shadow and showing up for yourself today to burn your brilliance for the benefit of all. Aho.
Ooh, aho. If you're listening to this with your heart and soul, then you might hear all the ancient wisdom packed into these potent practices. And this is really how we feel humbled and grateful and truly like honored that we are bringing all of these teachers together in Bali, the first next opportunity from 6th till 9th May. Shaman Peter and Mariposa will be leading their powerful practices, a lot with the breath work and movement, and it's a lot of shamanic knowledge there. So truly transformational. The whole retreat is about that kind of stepping into the power with the transformation and sharing the tools for sacred intimacy. It's really a valuable container for going very, very deep. We'll share a little bit more. Stay until the end because we have a very special gift for everyone who is joining this call. And now I will call Dusan or Mark or Sophia. Welcome, Sophia. If you have any questions for Mariposa and Peter about this practice, Zavi, if you have anything to ask, beautiful to share.
Yeah, I have a question for Peter. Thank you so much for sharing, brother. And it's just wonderful to feel the depth of where you're coming from. It's like you're standing in the pits of the worst that humanity has to offer, and you're standing up in joy. How do you do that? How do you do that?
Oh, thank you, brother. That's a great question. I would say that love and support and community is really, that's like a revelation, is that to stop hiding and to go find your tribe. Like that's like what brought me out of my depth of addiction and of like self-abuse, of escaping the emotions, was to find like-minded individuals to connect with in a sacred container and to experience love with others and to remember who I am and why I'm here. And so I feel like it's just like the connection. I think that that's the gateway, to be honest, is like to connect with like minds, that like to know we're not alone. Because I believe, what I believe is that so many of us, like I can speak for myself, like I felt so alone my whole life. And even when I did find community, like feeling rejected at times, it's like, I feel immensely grateful to just know that community is a gateway to experience love that we are.
Thank you so much. I really feel your authenticity and your presence.
Thank you, brother. Mucho amor. Gracias a ti. Thank you.
So this was very powerful question and a powerful answer, and it shows how importance of community, that basically birthing of the new world, new earth, will come through the power of each of us, that in community gets amplified countless times. And through creation of these, I like to call it the New Earth Islands all across the world that are popping up as we speak. And then in one moment where we understand and we remember actually that we are powerful enough, and then we declare it. We declare the unity, and we declare the takeover, that New Earth is taking over the old one, and that the old one can't influence us anymore. So thank you for this sharing about the powerful community. Yes.
Tribes are gathering. Amazing. So good to be here. So good to be felt, heard, seen. And also I feel that the people who are joining are not here for like accidentally. Everyone's here not only by choice, by the calling of the soul. And we are all obviously coming together as a soul family. So congratulating you who came here to feel all of this with us. And now I would love to invite Sophia Magdalena. Welcome, beautiful Sophia, our healer, journeying with us for the past 3 years, and now again in Bali. Welcome.
Thank you, Mariana. Yeah, so that is beautiful. Yeah, I'm already in Bali, which is why it's so dark here. You probably, Xavier, is that you? Yes. There are no lights. Anyway, I'm very happy to be here and to share with you this evening what it is I'll be facilitating at the Adder Divine Awakening Retreat in Bali. And I will be offering a journey of breath work, of conscious connected breath work. And I call it love's breath, the breath of love. So it is really, truly a breath that really expands through the body and every cell of the body to connect more deeply with ourselves And the breath is a very powerful, healing, transformative practice that has been my journey and has led me through many different phases of releasing fears and letting go of fears so that I could fully open myself to receive a love and to know that I am unconditionally loved. So I feel very drawn to the subject of unconditional love and of intimacy and of consciously connecting with ourselves through the breath to fully connect to feeling and energetically and in our hearts to feel unconditional love. And so the journey I guide you through is through releasing conditioned beliefs and fears, which are thoughts in our minds that have become stuck energetically in our bodies. And it's a transformative journey alchemically with the breath that shifts these energies from the fear to the love. So these are conditioned thoughts and sometimes called negative lies.
Amazing, thank you. And could you share?
I have a question for
Yeah.
Sophia. Are we doing a fire in Bali?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was doing
I
a breath
hope so.
yesterday with
For
Kim
the-
Kindersey. He's a shamanic breath worker. We did a ceremonial breath work with a fire yesterday, just at Alchemy next door to me.
Incredible. For the ones who were not last 2 years at Other Divine Awakening, so Sophia started this magical fire that just burn and transform everything in you that is not serving you, and especially the thing that you are speaking of, transforming fear to love and to strength and power, is exactly what happened to me in at Ada in 22 through the power of that fire. And joining with beautiful meditation from Mark afterwards. Yeah, that is incredible combination. I'm so happy that you will be able to share this magic at Bali as well, both of you.
Yes, and be able to actually, in a smaller group, for each person to individually be able to release what they no longer serves them, to release these negative thoughts, to release these fears that are attached to these thoughts to the fire. And the fire is a passion, is transformative. And it's really not just to transform, to feel that connection with ourselves, but to connect with each other in more intimate ways. And in so doing, we bring this love and connection to the world. So I truly believe that every time we gather in this way, that we are adding and expanding to that transformative journey of fear to love in the world. And this time, especially with the eclipse now and what is happening in the world, it's so important to remember that we have that power. We are able to release and let go of these conditioned thoughts and beliefs so that we can actually make a difference, make a change, transform energetically from fear to love.
Could you now show us like a few minutes, just especially for the beginners who have never done breath work? So how do you go through the breath into that state?
Would you like me to give you a brief process?
We need we need a tool that everyone could use, like a 5-minute kind of activity, which is transformational.
Yeah, it is a process of bringing awareness consciously to our highest truth, and bringing awareness to how it makes us feel energetically in our bodies. And the breath is a practice which helps us connect consciously to these feelings and fears. So if you'd like, I can invite you into a brief journey into how this can work in a longer, more in-depth breathwork session. And so if you just take a moment to Close your eyes and take a deep breath in, 3 deep breaths. And place your hand on a heart and the other on your sacral, your life force energy. And as you breathe in, feel that expansion of the life force energy in your belly, moving through into your diaphragm, opening into your chest and opening your heart. And as you exhale, there's no efforting in the exhale. It's just to feel that breath moving back through every cell of your body down to your sacral, down to your roots, back down to the earth, to feel that connection with your feet as well to the earth, to feel that support and love of the earth's energy that's there holding us. And through this journey, we also call in our ancestors and guides to support us through this journey. So taking 3 nice deep breaths. And just releasing, letting go. And dropping into presence. And I will guide you through some questions to feel into as you breathe and connect consciously with. Do I fully love myself without conditions, without judgment? Do I truly feel accepted and loved and safe to move into intimacy with myself? To open to my vulnerabilities, my fears, my feelings of myself. I feel safe in moving into intimacy with others, into opening myself to feel that connection, to feel that loving presence, feel the support, the exchange of energy, and to feel the joy, to feel the pleasure. And as you breathe, you may notice some feelings in your body or tightness in your back, or neck, or shoulders. And continue to breathe and feel how it feels in the body. If there are fears arising or thoughts in your mind. Fully opening to unconditional yourself fully for who you are, for who I am. And as you breathe now, feel into how that makes you feel in your body. And as just open any sound and allow these through your breath. And any thoughts that are now arising, negative thoughts, negative conditions, to bring your awareness now to these thoughts. That I'm not worthy of being loved, that I'm not good enough, that I'm how it makes me feel to be seen, to express myself, to express my needs, to express my creativity, to be in my full expression of my being and my sovereign self, to be in my sovereign body. Ooh. And just bring your awareness slowly to this thought. And as you do, I want you to witness it, to become a witness, to see it in your mind, to begin to see how it may be beginning to impact on your body and energy and on your hearts and feelings. Going back to those inner child, those early memories where I didn't feel seen or didn't feel loved and didn't feel acknowledged or allowed to express myself. And just keep breathing and exhaling as you breathe, just releasing and seeing this thought and asking yourself, am I willing to let it go, willing to release it? And look at it. And exhale. And notice whether this thought serves me in fully connecting and loving myself. Does this serve me to hold on to this thought, this belief, this condition? And just bring your awareness slowly to acknowledging and seeing this. How it doesn't fully serve me. And so now taking a nice deep breath in, feel the breath of love expanding into your heart with your hand on your heart. And as you exhale, I choose to let go. I choose to let go and release. I choose to let it go and see that thought drifting off and opening into a clear blue sky, into the sunlight, and placing your hand, feeling that hand on your heart, bringing your inner smile to your heart. And breathing and allowing yourself to fully drop into how it feels. To let, as I let this thought go. Ah. Mm.
And slowly coming back to here and now.
Yes. Yes.
Welcoming back.
Open to receive. Thank you. Now open your eyes and just be with that for now. And just feel that. Just completely connecting with ourselves. Yeah, with each other.
Thank you, Sophia. Thank you. Beautiful. This was really soothing. I can feel the power of the whole field, like expanding the heart energy. It's so beautiful. This on its own is a meditation fully to really drop into the heart and regulate our nervous system. Thank you so much. I think the connection is being a little lost, so we move on. Yes. Okay, we move on, and I'm inviting now
Yes.
our beautiful. Yes,
That.
Sophia, there is a little loss with your internet currently. So, but we were in the right moment. You were on. We could hear also.
It
Now
was really
inviting.
beautiful. Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you. Okay, so
I have a question for Mark, if I may.
Yes, Disha.
So, what is interesting for me about eclipse, what Mariposa was saying, basically, we are the light beings that agreed to come into this realm where there is duality, where there is both light and dark, and night and day remind us about this duality. And what is the promise of sun that will always come out at the end of the night? Especially in the darkest hour. But eclipse is like all this, but condensed, because this dark, at that moment, there is no light, the sun is covered. But we are going deeply into our shadows, into our dark, into our also fears, whatever there is. And with a leap of faith, that sun will eventually come out. So I would like you to share, because you have really special insights about these celestial events. What's your take on that?
Oh, thank you so much, Dusan. And you already said so much about it anyway. What is there left to say? So when you think about the eclipse, there's two sides to look at it from. On one side, it is an alignment of planets. You've got Sun, Moon, Earth. And when you're looking at the geometry of everything, it enables consciousness to flow into the Earth. So when all three bodies are aligned, it creates an amazing opportunity to tap into that consciousness, namely your consciousness. So speaking to wonderful Added Divine family listening here, you have so many gifts and talents that are waiting for you. You are literally sitting here right now, and in your wildest dreams, you can't imagine what is waiting for you, because all the skills, all the tools that you've had in all your lifetimes, they are just here waiting for you now. So the eclipse is like an acceleration. It's an amplification of all that can happen. And we're in a world that is getting faster and faster anyway. The eclipse is like a spike in this. So it's an opportunity for us to call in what is ours, the tools, the skills for a better life for ourselves, better wisdom to navigate the anxiety around us, the chaos around us, the agitation in society around us, and to be able to stand upright and be centered in all this energy, so that we can live a life and presence and authenticity, and also we can have happiness as well in that. Personally, I feel everything. I feel like very, very deep grief and sadness, to like bliss and happiness, but it's always held in a cup of happiness. Imagine like you have a big bowl and that's happiness. And then you've got all the sadness inside the bowl. That's what it feels like. And then I'm standing up in the middle of the bowl, a happy person. So it's really, I know it's a funny way of looking at it. So that's one way of looking at it, is that it's happening to us. Now, another way of looking at it is that we are the ones making it happen. And this is what I really, truly believe about New Earth. New Earth isn't something that is going to happen to us. New Earth is something that we're creating. And I can see by Dushan nodding his head, he totally agrees with me here.
It's happening through us.
It's happening. We're making it
Through us.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, it's like a infinity sign, a figure of eight. It's like it's happening to us. We're making it happen. Happening to us, making it happen. So
Maybe my English was not good enough. I said through us. Through
oh,
us.
sorry,
Not
through
to
us.
but through
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Through us.
Absolutely through us. Yes, through us. So
Simon.
yeah.
Like sun and moon.
So I absolutely love the song "Man in the Mirror." If you want to change the world, be that change. That's it. We are the change. There's nothing else that's going to happen. It's just us. You know, how does the entire world change? How do we get out of war? How do we get out of poverty? Well, going out and like shouting at everything is going to have its effect. But what if every single person made their own personal change? So if we all take responsibility and just make a change within ourselves, become the best person that we can be with the best ethics and moral compass we can possibly think of, and look after ourselves, and we share that in our communities and friends, they're not going to get us at first. They're going to think we're crazy. They're going to try and make us outcasts. But one aligned person is like a million unaligned people. So just yeah, be the change. So I thank you so much for asking the question, Dushan. And what I'd love to do now is share a really useful tool for us to get clarity right now in the eclipse. So if we just close our eyes, just take a nice deep breath in, sigh out. Oh. Just imagine that around you, we are in infinite space. The universe is infinitely big. So in each direction, it's infinitely far away. That actually makes you the center of the universe. You are the center of your universe. You are the center of your experience. And just feel how you are directly over the middle of the earth as well. Is it remarkable? Not only are you at the middle of the universe, you are also directly over the earth. You are an incredibly important person. Very, very special. So we all have an energetic field around us. And when we go out to the ocean, we can expand that across the ocean and just fill that space. When we're in a train, we shrink that down so we feel safe. So just imagine at the moment that you have a bubble around you and you're going to make it the size of your arms out. So just make your energetic field the size of your arms out. And what we're going to do now is we're going to clear it out. And then we're going to bring back everything to us that is ours. So just imagine that you have other people, situations, energies that are in your field, things that you're entangled with. And now we're just going to push it all out on the out breath. Really simple. So just imagine, take a breath in. On the out breath, just push it all out. Send it back to all those people, back to those situations. And push it out. Send it back with love. It's all theirs. We're just going to clear out our energy field. Pushing out all that is not us. Clearing out our space. Feeling more space. Pushing out everything that is not us is not ours. And one last big, powerful one, sending it all back to where it came from. That's it. So now we've cleared out our space. We're now going to breathe in all that is us that other people are holding. So where we've been trapped, where we've been split, where we have not been in our truth, where we've fragmented ourselves around the place, we're now going to breathe all that back in. And imagine that as you breathe it in, you're going to breathe it back in through a filter that purifies it with love. So first we breathe out, and on the in-breath, breathe back in everything that is you, right into your heart. You can use your hands as well. Breathe back into your heart everything that is you. One last one, breathing everything back in that is you. Place your hands over your heart and just hold it there for a moment. And just feel how there's more spaciousness in your body. There's more clarity. And that you feel that you've brought back to you lost parts of you. Feeling a sense of wholeness, fulfillment, completeness. And now come back to that energetic bubble around your body. Just tune into that and make sure it's solid. And it's a barrier, and we can program that barrier. You can say to that barrier, I only allow in energies that are for my highest good. I only allow in energies that are for my highest good. And now finally, we're going to do something really beautiful. We are going to invite in our greatest talents, tools, and skills. So imagine that the sun is right in front of you. And imagine that the sun is emitting a tiny little ball of light, like a mini sun. And it's coming nearer you and nearer you and nearer you. And this tiny ball of light, it carries with it codes which have activations with the tools and skills of the ultimate you from your highest self and aspects. So imagine that little ball of light is coming towards you, is coming up to the middle of your forehead. And if you feel that it's correct, so just tune in, everything is always an invite. If you feel it's correct, let this ball of light go into your forehead, into your third eye, and into your body, and see your body glowing like the sun. Take a deep breath in. Sigh out. Ah. Now we just anchor ourselves down to the center of the earth. Just imagine the roots growing out through your spine into the earth, beautiful red roots. They're growing down to the center of the earth and they're wrapping down the center of the earth. We're going to ground all of this, make it practical, make it so it's absolutely beautiful in 3D. So it helps us in our lives with all our skills, work, relationships, practical projects. So just imagine those roots going right down and wrapping around the core of Earth. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome back to the space.
Thank you so much, Mark. That was again so beautiful and powerful.
Wow.
I have seen, yes, thank you.
This was really powerful.
Thank you.
I just saw a few comments coming in from our ambassadors group who are saying hello to everyone, and we're grateful for their support. And they are saying that this is amazing, and thank you to them. And yes, we move on. We have 4 more practices to share. Welcoming Candice into our room. Beautiful Candice. And thank you for everyone now being still patient. I'm now calling in Xavier to share his practice so we can move on and hear everyone. Xavi, can you?
Brother, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just to
It's bad line.
switch on back the sound. So welcome everyone. This beautiful.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, is it better now?
Okay.
Is it better now? Can you hear me better now?
Yes, we can hear you. Welcoming Aaron and Arya. Now we're all full room is here. Just everyone joined. We are now giving our time to
Xavi,
Xavier
you're
to
on.
share.
It's better now. You're on.
You're
Brother.
on.
Amazing. Okay, so I see that time is running out, and we already had absolutely amazing practices by all these practitioners. So what I would like to do is do something very brief. So we just had some very advanced practices that require us to be sitting and calm and breathing and focusing. Hey, what if those emotions that are coming to me are so strong in my body that I'm not able to visualize the white light? What if it's taking me so strongly that I just want to kill someone, or I just want to insult someone? And because this is a very practical situation, and most of us, because as Mark said, we are, or no, someone else said it, but yes, we are afraid of our own power. So there's two solutions. If I'm afraid of my power because I suddenly have this very strong emotion and I don't know what to do with it, I can either repress it, which then is going to cause it to like increase the pressure and maybe it will explode later and hurt someone. Or if I'm strong enough to clench my muscle and repress it sometimes for many years, it can cause a dis-ease in my body, which at the end of the day is not a good solution either. Some people say that cancer are caused by this dis-ease, by this repressed emotion. So what I would like to do is give some opportunity and to give some perspective of, as we all agree on, we are cosmic beings. We're here to have an experience on Earth. We are souls. We are multidimensional souls. We are part of source energy. And we incarnate into an animal body. 99.999% of our DNA is the DNA of a gorilla, of a monkey. And there is an animal consciousness in it. And what do these animals do when they get stressed? Well, they move their energy. So it's very well to think only in my spirit, in my soul. Yes, I can focus on the world like yet. But what does my animal think about it when I'm really pissed off? Well, my animal is pissed off. It does not want to think about white light. It just wants to move energy. So how can we honor our animal and our spirit as well, and our soul as well, is that we just have to be clear and organize where we can move this energy, where it is appropriate and where it's not appropriate. And it's very simple to understand. And I love the analogy is we learn from a very young age to do something that is dirty on the physical level in the toilet. We don't dump our load in the middle of the living room. Only little, very young children do that. But we have never been taught to do this with our emotions, with our sadness, with our tears, with our anger, with our rage. And we just are told, no, you just can't express that. We are not, I've never been told at school, oh, Xavier, you look like you are very activated by whatever is happening. Why don't you stand up and go on this side of the room where there's a big pile of pillows or where there's a punching bag. And then you can punch the punching bag for 10 minutes and express your rage, express your power. Do not feel disempowered. Do not repress it. But at least you will not disturb anyone in the class because it's in the corner where it is appropriate, or it could be outside of the classroom. So what I would like to do is invite everyone, maybe it's now if you're live, or maybe it's later when you are going to watch this video, but it's to just do the first thing that animals do in nature, which is starting to shake. And if you observe what happens to animal, it feels really good because when we've been sitting for a long time and listening to theory, just shaking and starting to vibrate and allow the body to shake. And basically, like dogs do when they just jump in the water, they just shake their body to get rid of the water. So if I have received some tension, some stress from the city, some stress from driving, or someone is disrespecting me and insulting me, I'm going to simply do what animals have been doing for millions of years, is just shake it out and shake it out. And we don't even need to make noise to do that. So if we're in a place where noise is accepted, then I can also scream and move. I can go outside, I can open the door and go outside. If I'm in a car, for example, I could also park the car, step out of the car and then make some noise outside until my power is back on, until my energy is back on. And then when my energy is back on and I'm not overloaded with those emotions because the shaking is very powerful, then I can come back and have a response to the situation that is happening instead of a reaction. Because problem comes when we react to something, when we don't control what is happening and then we react. But if I have enough wisdom to step aside, walk 5 meters, shake my energy, get my power back, do some screaming, maybe put my hand in front of my mouth and do some screaming like this, which you can try as soon as we are finished this call. We can just put both on or take a pillow and then scream inside the pillow, which works very well. Or you can just do some punches in the air. Let's say someone is really frustrating me and I feel like killing this person. I'm obviously not going to do that because I don't want to end up my days in prison. But what I can do is turn around and then punch in the air and do some very loud breathing. Like most of us are aware of the Wim Hof breathing, where we just increase a lot the power of the breath and hyper-oxygen the body. And what it does, it gives us superpower. So suddenly I feel like my power is back on because I'm doing this breath of fire, it's called in some tradition, or Wim Hof breathing. It's so famous because it does this supernatural performance with this kind of breathing. But you can easily understand that if we do this kind of breath, plus some movement, plus some punch in the air, or go in a corner of the room and punch some pillow and move that, then we can move this energy in a way that is appropriate, that is not hurting someone, neither hurting me nor hurting someone. So the point that I'm trying to explain is that repressing our emotions is going to hurt us. Expressing our emotion in a way that is not appropriate, in a way that it would explode, is going to hurt us and someone else, or both. So both of these situations are very detrimental. However, if we can have the clarity and practice this before, to move in a place and see where it will be appropriate and how it's going to be appropriate to move these emotions, and therefore accept them and really accept them, because it's okay to go outside and punch the air and breathe very loudly or scream. But do not punch the wall, do not punch the door, do not punch the glass, do not punch your partner, do not punch the neighbor. Otherwise, there's going to be some consequences. So it's very important to have clarity. So I know time is running out, so I've got hundreds of the tools and tips, and I see Aaron and Arya also laughing because we do a lot of this in Bali. We have all these workshops where we teach all these people, and we have like this ecstatic bliss. You should see the smile. Look at the smile of Aaron and Arya. This is the smile of what happened when all our life we've been repressing our emotion, being told, no, your anger is bad. And then suddenly we give an alternative. Yes, you can express your anger because your anger is your power. And this is the way to do it. You should see the smile of the room. And if you don't believe us, just come to the ADA training and the ADA festival and you will see it for yourself. So Candice arrived, Aaron arrived, Arya arrived. They have also amazing tools to share with us. So I'm going to have to go soon because I have some appointments late and it's already pretty late. So I will disappear after that. Yes. Thank you. So
thank you, Xavi. It was really powerful.
Thank you, brother.
So powerful perspective. This is how it works. When you join in this safe and health container, you can actually step into those emotions and have the permission to express them. And this is what Xavi will be teaching: emotional release, boundaries, and consent. And now joining us, Aaron and Arya, with their potent practices. Like, wow. We are all set on fire. Welcome, beautiful souls. You just ended up a retreat or teaching. I know your world is very busy. Thank you so much for the time.
Great to be here. Always a joy, always a pleasure to be here.
So we just shared a couple of practices, and now you are there to share with us whatever comes up.
Yeah, just what Xavier was saying, the smiles are not only with the working through the emotions, but also having amazing lovemaking. And that's what we want to share a little piece with you about.
Yeah, so we're just here in Bali, where many of you will be coming, and I'm just halfway through teaching a retreat. So we snuck away to have a few moments here with our amazing Ada community. And yeah, really the tool we want to introduce here is a deeper relationship you can have with your breath, with your body, as well as you could say your sexual or erotic energy. And this energy sometimes can feel compromising, can feel challenging. There might be riddled layers of shame and challenge and parts inside that get pushed away. But ultimately, when you, who's listening, can cultivate more of a healthy relationship with your own breath, with your sound, with your movement, with the aliveness that circulates inside of you, and know a very simple tool we'll teach here, then you can begin to elongate your lovemaking from, 5 minutes to maybe a half hour, or maybe even an hour, to be able to extend longer, to have a deeper relationship, not only with your beloved, but ultimately with the divine, with God, Goddess, so that you're circulating energy in a way that connects you to your true authentic nature inside of you.
Yeah, and I remember the first time I heard about this, about like being able to have extended periods of lovemaking, I was like, who wants that? I was like, lovemaking, like after a few minutes, it hurts and it's painful. And I was really doing extra efforts to make the man come. Because then I knew, okay, great, lovemaking was great up until now, but now it starts hurting and then it's over. And what I didn't know is that, yeah, the way that we've been introduced by society into lovemaking is very one-sided. And it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with it, but it's very limited to when I got introduced to Tantra and realizing that the Eastern practices and the mystical traditions and the occult practices, give a very different way of, instead of just letting the sexual energy go down and out after an orgasm, and then it's like, okay, great, that was great lovemaking, now I'm just tired, I go to sleep and I can't really have more lovemaking anymore. To learning that actually we can redirect that energy, and learning that there's then ways to work with the body, that long lovemaking is really enjoyable for my body. So there's a tool that we actually, both of us, have used and still use in our lovemaking. That's what we want to bring here.
Yeah, and the principle that this tool circulates around is the capacity to sublimate and to move energy through the body. So energy and matter can't be created nor destroyed, it just changes form. And this is true for both male bodies and female bodies. There's often a erotic stimulus that happens at our genitals that, if we don't learn how to sublimate and draw that energy through our body, then we can have very depleting orgasmic releases and actually want to go back to sleep because our body feels depleted. So by learning a straw breath, which we'll teach you here, you can just begin to open the doorways of what tantric lovemaking and connection can really be. And then after you've opened those doorways, you're going to say, wow, I want more of this. I want to come join these guys in Bali, because this is a great place to learn and grow and expand. So yes, let's have everyone bringing your back straight and taking a nice deep breath into the belly. And just allow, as you see with both of us, a little bit of gentle movement at the hips, at the spine, just allowing a little circulation. We want our spine to be fluid. We want our energy to be able to flow naturally and gracefully. And imagine, as you're listening to the sound of my voice, as you're breathing into your body, imagine in the comfort of your own home, your erotic energy is rising from a 6 to a 7, or even an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. Then you realize, I want to be able to pull this energy through my body and circulate it. So imagine and visualize that you have a straw connected from your mouth down to the center of your genitals. And you want to breathe the air like you're breathing in through a straw from your genitals up through your whole body. So it's Notice that we have a slight pause on the total inhale, pausing, holding, and then releasing with sound and movement. So we're breathing through the body. And as you're exhaling, you want to visualize that the energy is literally dispersing through all the limbs of your whole body.
No. For those of you that are more familiar already with tantric practice or yogic practice, what you can add to like amplify this energy is a moment that you hold the breath, that you engage your perineum, so the muscle that when you try to hold your pee, you engage it, you contract it, and you hold it as it sends the energy up into the body. And then when you exhale, you release and you relax, and it allows for more sensations to start happening in the body.
We'll try a little about that here. Try to circulate this energy. And if you're having trouble making sound, sound is also what helps to sublimate and to literally transmute the energy from your genitals through your whole body. So the sound helps to really circulate the body, circulate the energy inside of you. And I've never personally met another woman making love who doesn't love, especially when a male body makes sound. Yeah, so women, female bodies often make more sound, but it's an invitation for male bodies to also have a relationship with sound, with their movement, with their breath. This is really the three principles that circulate around the foundations of tantric lovemaking. And this straw breath, you can continue to use from today throughout the rest of your life, and it will absolutely support you. And it's a muscle that you can cultivate more of, so that you really learn how to sublimate the energy, how to circulate this energy through your body, and become more multi-orgasmic, more alive, more in your bliss and your connection. Really good cacao helps that as well.
Yeah, and one thing that I'd love to add to that, because for me, initially, it felt just really weird to have these type of practices. And, you know, I learned many more mudras and like the eyes rolling up. And I'm like, wait, I'm going to make love and like sip up my breath and engage my perineum and put my eyes up. And I just felt so uncomfortable, because lovemaking already has so much pressure on it from society that maybe, yeah, those of you that aren't really familiar with this, I'm like, oh my God, but what's my partner going to think? Isn't that going to be weird? But there's this beautiful sutra, and the tantric text come from all of these sutras. There's this beautiful sutra that I really, love and connected to into this lovemaking that is unleashed, which says, nature is wild. You're part of nature, so are you. And it's really this invitation to let go of the conditioning. Xavier was just talking so much about conditioning and suppressing emotions and suppressing ourselves, but in lovemaking we do the same. Like many of us copy what we've seen on media, and there you don't see people sipping up with the straw breath and exhaling and making sounds and moving their bodies more, and yeah, maybe they last for hours on Viagra, but not on their natural supply. And yeah, it really, for me, when I started to break down all the insecurities that I had of what lovemaking had to look like, now I think it's really sexy when he does a straw breath, or like when he sounds, I'm like, oh, baby, I love your sound. Oh, and it's really reconditioning, what our natural expression of lovemaking can look like without, society telling us what it should be.
So those of you that are watching, come join us in this beautiful Bali bliss. Come from around the world and enjoy the blessings and the beauty that Mama Bali offers. That's why both of us live here. There's an abundance of breath, of bliss, of connection to your source, to energy, to the real grounded sense of who you are as a being. And Mama Bali has a great way of reminding you of that. So thank you so much. Such a joy to be here with all of you and really connect to this amazing Ada tribe we love so much.
Wow. I love how you bring the playfulness, the juiciness, the aliveness every time. You just uplift everything with that erotic, beautiful vibe. So grateful. Yes, so people listening to this, you can see that, you can use so many practices. It's about allowing yourself, opening up, and really stepping forth to expansion, any kind of expansion of our journey ahead. And yes, to joining us in Bali, we will be opening these sacred, intimate containers, and you will be held with these professionals to truly be able to access these ways of using the energy, the ways of transforming the energy, the ways of learning how to navigate and expand and have beautiful orgasmic life. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. And now I'm inviting Candice in, our shaman sister, doing her magic with Kriya Yoga and lots of other beautiful practices she will be bringing to the retreat. Candice, welcome.
Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me well? Okay, awesome. So, hey guys, everyone online, and to everyone that will be watching this. So what I want to bring forth today is just activating that power and the fire within. And I think some people might resonate, some people might not, but it's okay, because we don't need to be in a place of understanding what's coming or even expecting anything to come. I think what is really important is just for allowing us to be with whatever is here in the moment. So through a lot of the practices that I teach, I allow us to really feel and activate places that can be numb, places that can be forgotten about. And so coming into a place of like real remembrance. So the short practice that I'm going to do is a part of Kriya, but also a part of like other things that I'm going to bring in. So I invite everyone to, you can stay seated or you can stand up. And we're just going to start to activate the solar plexus, because the solar plexus or the manipura, this area that is just underneath the rib cage and just above the belly button. This is the area which allows us to really connect to our power, to our inner strength, to our inner fire, to our inner sun, right? And so a lot of us in life are actually going through this stage right now, because this is also this beautiful portal that we're in. This is that new moon energy, and this new moon is ushering in this new earth frequency. But the way that it's bringing this in is allowing us to, let's say, release these old, outdated wounds that have been repeating and cycling, and just really allowing ourselves to step out of that so we can step forth into the new and really bring and anchor in this energy. But we can only really do this if we're coming from a place of power, if we're really stepping into our power, but also allowing that to come from a place of truth, right? So we need this place. So I just want us to start tapping just underneath the rib cage right here. And you can keep your eyes open, or you can either close your eyes. But whatever you do, I want you to feel this place. So as you're tapping, So you're tapping back and forth. Just really feel this area. Feel as you tap how it feels on the skin, how it feels like in the organs. And as you start to breathe, I want you to breathe deeply into this area. And as you exhale, I want you to just exhale out. Exhaling out of the mouth, really strong, really intense exhalations out of the mouth. And keep on tapping. We're going to be here for about 2 or 3 minutes tapping in this area. And what I want you to start connecting to is any memories, any energies or remembrance of you feeling that you're not strong. The last time that you felt powerless, the last time that you maybe felt like a victim, the last time that you felt angry, and just start tapping into those places all around the solar plexus and just start exhaling that energy out of your mouth. And you can either stick out your tongue just like a lion. This is called Kali Mudra. And just start exhaling from this place. Really remembering any energies. When was the last time that you felt powerless? And just exhale that out through your breath. You don't need to question it. You just need to feel it and let it go. Keep on tapping. Keep on exhaling. Keep on going. You can even start shaking your head side to side, wiggling your hips, or if you're standing up, you can shake your body. Let's go for 2 more minutes. Really exhaling from this area, and also allowing your hands to intuitively tap around the waistline, underneath the breasts, in the center of your solar plexus. 1 more minute here. Some of you might be yawning, burping. This is all signs of just releasing energy out of the body. Keep on tapping, keep on going. 25 more seconds. And you can either shout, scream, shake it all out. Let it all go. 15 more seconds. For 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now you're just going to pinch your right and your left hand. And the place that is just underneath the rib cage, you're just going to push in right here. And I want you to dig your fingers into this area. And you're just going to fold yourself over and allow yourself to fall into your fingers. You're going to stick out your tongue and you're just going to keep on exhaling 11 times. Really digging deep into the solar plexus. Some of you might have a tight knot. Some of you might have pain or uncomfortableness. And I just invite you to go into that edge. Go into it, soften into it, go through it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just slowly rise and allow your palms to face up towards the sky. And in this moment, I invite you to completely soften. Soften all parts of your body. And start to breathe deeply into the solar plexus. And just feel what's here. Some of you might feel space. Some of you might feel that you're still releasing, burping, yawning, coughing. Maybe you might be even feeling emotions rise up to the surface. And just allow yourself to be here, wherever here is. Give yourself the space and the time to really feel this moment. When we can feel, we can heal. Beautiful. Now just take your left hand and place it on your heart, and take your right hand and place it on the solar plexus. And in this place, just connect deeply to this area. Connect deeply to this area. And you're just going to say silently within or out loud to yourself, I am here. I am here right now. And I am sorry. I am sorry for all of the times that I played the victim. I'm sorry for all of the moments that I acted out of anger, mistrust. I'm sorry for all of the times that I didn't allow that strength to come forth. But I am here now, and I stand firm in my power. I stand strong with the inner fire burning within me, burning and churning, allowing me to step forth into my power, aligning with my purpose and my truth. And my purpose and my truth is valid. And my purpose and my truth is like no one else's. And that is okay. I am enough just as I am. And I wholeheartedly believe in myself. And from this moment forward, anything that is not that will disintegrate down into the earth. Understanding that in life, nothing ever dies. Only things are ever transmuted. When we drop our bodies, we go somewhere else. When the fire burns, it transmutes into ash and smoke. Everything can be alchemized. So connecting to that inner alchemist and alchemizing these emotions, alchemizing the fire, the power that we have within us. Because everything starts within. And if we want to change the world, if we want to see shifts, this has to start within. And it starts within this place of our inner power. And taking a long, deep breath in through the nose. And a long, deep exhalation out of the mouth. And you can just rub your hands backwards and forwards. A little bit faster. And a little bit faster. And we can just swipe down our face. The backs of our neck, touching our body with love. Down our shoulders, elbows. Just wring off your hands. And just tap on your legs. Tap on your head. And just thank your body. Thank the universe and thank the divine for this beautiful moment that we've had together. Thank you guys.
Wow, 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 wow. This is such a beautiful roundup of this potent space of sharing the practices. It's really such a deep release, and I invite everyone to use this. Truly, the transformation comes when we commit to our daily practices, when we do the action, when we create new habits, and this truly is transformational. You can take all or some of these practices to your daily life and watch how your life unfolds. And Candice is there. She will be joining us in this powerful container. So just to wrap all of this up, I promised for the end there is a very special kind of invitation for everyone who is watching live and the replay. And we will be sending this email to you with a special link. So the current possibility to join us in Bali from 6th till 9th throughout this retreat, very potent, deep retreat container is currently at 484. So 484 is the price that you can see on the website. This on its own is such a great value deal because the retreats of this kind, and our facilitators know this, really go at least 2 or 3 times more for the amount of practices that you will be able to feel, to participate in. So the special offer just for you watching will be through your emails. You will have a 20% discount with a code coming in, and you can use this code to book your space, book your place at the retreat, and join us all there. And this is really, again, bringing back the awareness to the power of the container power, the community of the tribe. And as we are aligning our energies and coming all together, this creates the shift for each and everyone personally and as a group, and we grow and evolve. So Bali Divine Awakening is the first year, and we will definitely be coming back after this year, but this is the best chance to join us. There is also 2 spaces left for anyone who wants to join from Belgrade. There is deep journey adventure from 1st of May until 13th of May. So check our website for that deal. The 2 spaces left will be with the airfare ticket, with the whole package, and you will be together with all of us for these 13 days. We are having 2 amazing, beautiful resorts. One is in Ubud, and the other one is by the ocean in Uluwatu. What our practices will be every day, we will have the container to morning daily practices with yoga, with breath work, with ecstatic dancing, and then throughout the retreat, the powerful workshops the whole day from morning until the evening, and the evening program. And we're bringing in some special guests for the evening events. So this is really kind of a exciting moment for all of us. And again, thank you all for being here. For the very last thing to share, we have 3 more days for everyone or anyone who feels called in to join Ada Divine Awakening in September. So this is the best chance now. You have prices, discounted prices. The prices will rise on the 10th of April, which means also that you can now use the opportunity to have also 5 installments, which then is a great opportunity. So jump onto the website, come to our DMs on our socials, and ask us for more or details. We are here to support, to serve, to give more value. This today, it feels like a really like golden kind of golden tools to take with you if you are committed to your personal growth. And for the very last moment, I'm inviting Dushan to share that kind of vision ahead of us, and to thank everyone, all of the facilitators, all of you joining and seeing this. This is about you. This is about you stepping into your next level, into your fullness. This is about you choosing to move away from everything that was blocking you, to be who you really are, to embody your authenticity. This is about you who is choosing this lifetime in greatness, in bringing your gifts, in bringing all of you to this world and serving from your gifts. And you are this leader, you are this visionary, you are this light worker, you are part of us. So thank you, because this really speaks to our souls and we feel you.
Thank you, Mariana, and thank all of you that joined with be with us today and tonight and in the morning, depending where you are in the world. This was so powerful. I'm overwhelmed. I'm blown away. And I can't imagine how powerful the Bali Divine Awakening will be, and Ada in Montenegro Divine Awakening at Ada Bona Island. So I'm so excited to see how this vision that we had a few years ago is now growing, is like a kid that starting to walk and going all over the planet already. So I'm so grateful that Divine Awakening energy is expanding throughout the world. So Bali is our first spin-off, call it like that, and we'll be going to other magical destinations around our beautiful planet very soon. So can't wait to experience all of it.
Join us, join the tribe, and use this eclipse for your next big expansion. Thank you.